Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be closing out our paycheck number 4 and tracking our expenses for week 4 as well too. So we're going to jump right on into it. We are going to be looking from the 20th of June through the 26th. So let's get on into the numbers. So we're going to go into my wallet. I do a cashless system, so I just track everything in my cashless envelopes, and then I pay back my credit card each week because that is what I have gone back to since we are back to paycheck, and I cannot fully take out a month's worth of money and put it into our checking account to do all of the things. Okay. So let's get on into it. So first things first is we're going to be looking at groceries. So we're going to be using our orange color. So for groceries, we went on the 20th and did a HEB delivery. And then it wasn't on the 22nd. It was actually on the 24th. I tried Whole Foods for the first time, you guys, and I am in love. It is expensive. So we did HEB on the 20th for $83.73. And then we did Whole Foods for $105.26. It is expensive, y'all, but I loved the experience. I think we are going to purchase from there a little bit more in the month of July and potentially August. We'll see how it goes because, of course, the main goal is always to save. But we, for a long time, have been wanting to also eat healthy. And so it's just, I think with Whole Foods, like kind of looking at some of the stuff, it was easier to like pick out what you wanted versus maybe some of the other stores. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I still love my HEB, y'all. Still love my HEB. Next is going to be gas. I got gas one time, and that was on the 23rd. So we're going to go over here, and I got some gas, and we spent Shell gas, and this was for $44.35. Right now, because y'all know I kind of stick to like one gas or the other, but right now Shell gas seems to be working well in my car. I have not been keeping up with filling up at a half a tank, but the tank lasts pretty much like a whole week. So that's been pretty good. So I'm sticking with Shell gas, at least for the moment. But who knows? Next is going to be household. We did not spend anything in household this week. Next is going to be spending. And we had a purchase. I don't know why there's $1.01 on the 21st, but I am going to drop it down like that because that is how it reflects on my credit card. So we have the 21st and then we have the 22nd. I don't remember totally everything that I bought. I really should. I try to remember. It's only a week. I try to remember what I write or try to give myself like a note, but it doesn't always work out that way. 62.27, and I wonder if this was just like some random things that we needed and I took it out of spending. So not sure, y'all. I wish I could remember so I could tell y'all because I want to know too. So that is what we spent for spending. And then we have our yellow, which is for eating out. I did have, sorry about that. I had got a call. So I did have an eating out, y'all. And that was on the 25th. And I had some Subway, which made me sick. I am sure of it, but I wanted it. I needed it. I don't know why, but baby girl has this thing, and all I want to eat is deli meat. So I had that, and it made me sick. And hopefully she's learned her lesson. But But I spent $11.76. I did not have anything budgeted for eating out. And then for baby girl, we have not spent anything out of hers. Her account, I don't have a like kids folder just yet, but starting in July, this will just turn into kids for both of the girls. And we'll just build this up slowly, but of course for right now it's just going to be used for baby girl. So that is where we are for all of our spending. Okay, y'all, that is it for our spending. So let's go over to our I'm gonna get my red pen real quick because here we spent a total of $500. This card is paid off. YouTube TV was at $106.35, and internet was $94.65, and that was paid. Okay, so now we're gonna go over to our expense tracker. I should have wrote this should have been for June 20th through the 26th. Okay, so this was all of the spending that happened outside of what y'all saw, which I should have wrote in here too. Let me write them in here. On the 24th, let's keep up with this. On the 24th, we went to Target. So I'm gonna put baby. We spent $11 out of the baby fund, and then for back to school, we spent $24.80. And then we're just gonna do the 26th. Hold on, you guys. I don't know what I was hearing, but I realized it was baby girl playing upstairs when she should be in her bed taking a nap. Okay, so we solved that mystery. Okay, so we had baby on the 24th at Target. We spent $11 there, and I had just got her like a set of onesies. I want to say it was like a 2 or a 3 set, and then I got baby girl some clothes for back to school. So technically in our area, I want to say school starts the second week of August. So she will wear all of the clothes that she has now until then. And then starting in August, she'll start wearing her newer back to school clothes that she is pretty much ready to wear. And then on the 26th, although it wasn't the 26th, I'm just putting it for this day. Out of the baby fund, we spent $39.57. $39.57. And for this, I just picked up a few things for the baby. I got like a pack of Discreet for me, and then I got some bottle wash like cleaners, and then a set of bottles. And then for back to school, while I was there too, which is what I was really there for, was for baby girl, we spent $49.70. And once again, that was me getting her some more clothes. I'm going to pick her up some more clothes, and I need to get her like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes. And then I think she will sort of be good. And then I need to find some jeans for the future, but I'm trying not to like overwhelm myself. All right, y'all. So those were the sinking funds that we had going on this month. Okay. So let's take a look at what we actually spent, okay? So first things first is we're gonna look at groceries. So we have, I should highlight them over here too. Let's do that. So yellow is not groceries, first of all. Groceries is this color. So we had groceries here and here. We had spending. Is spending pink, y'all? Let's look real quick. Because I don't be remembering. Green is gas, spending is pink. Okay. Green is gas, so let me do that. Green is gas, and we had gas up here. Excuse me, y'all. We had spending over here, and then we had eating out, which is this one here. Okay, so that makes it easier, okay? Okay, so groceries is gonna be $83.73 plus $105.26. So we spent $188.99 in groceries this week. Then we had gas, and we spent $44.35. Household, we did not spend anything. Spending was 101. Oops. Just so y'all can see this too. 101 plus 62.27 is 63.28. Eating out, we spent oh, yo, I ate out twice. Oh, goodness. I'll need to fix that one. We ate out twice. $8.62 plus $11.76. So we spent $20.38 on eating out. Nothing for baby girl. For bills, we had $106.35 plus 94.60. Is that right? 65. Where is that bill? 94.65 equals $201. Oh, plus the debt, which was $250. So we spent $451 on bills and debt. And then Signy funds, we had $24.80 plus 11 plus $39.57 plus $49.70. So for sinking funds, we spent $125.07, okay? So y'all know what I like to do already, and we'll kind of go through this because we'll actually see where we are over, and I can close out this week's sinking funds. Our envelopes. So we had $61.54 left in our account. So 188.99 minus 61.54 gives me 127.45. So just wanted to make sure I am now at negative 127.45. Okay, so we are going into week 5 because we will have a week 5 for June, because I kind of messed up the budget a little bit. So June is going to be a little over, but then we'll get back to being on schedule come July. For gas, we were at $44.35, and we have a remainder of $6.46. which we're going to go over in gas too, because I'll need gas at least one more time for the next week. For household, we didn't spend anything, so we have $53.43. For spending, we have $81.71 left. For eating out, because I did not, and I need to add minus 862. Is that what it was? Yeah, so we'll do $8.62 plus 11.76 equals 20.38. And we'll put 0 here because that's going to get cashed out or paid off. And then lastly, baby girl, we did not spend anything for her. but her account is at $36.35. Okay. All right, so that is where we are for our spending accounts. And we do not have any money to go into week 5. I don't even have anything to budget. So this week should be interesting. Unless my husband gives me some money. That would be sweet of him. So that is where we are for this, y'all. Now let's go to Paycheck 4 and close out Paycheck number 4. Y'all, and my little one is upstairs running around thinking that she is not going to take her nap. And she needs to take one because she does not do well if she does not have a nap. And I'm just drinking my cold water. Okay. So I should talk about what my rollover was. It was actually $97.93. And I feel like 973. What was it? 93. Okay. And we got our 550 here. And so let's just add the few cents. 97.93 plus 550 brings us to, oh, and clearly I can't count. Did I do this math right? 973.93 plus 550. Okay, see, this is why you gotta double check. 1523.93. So our YouTube TV was 106.35. Our internet was 94.65. For whatever reason, they have not charged me daycare, so I'm gonna charge for this week and next week in my next paycheck, just in case. So here we have we already know this total was actually 201. So we'll do 1523.93 minus 201 equals 1322.93. We'll roll this over and then we'll write down what was actually spent for the month. Because what I do in these, y'all, is this is what I budget. And then this was actually what was spent. And this is what actually gets paid out. So what happens is although I have a monthly budget and I can overspend technically from week to week as long as I stay in that monthly budget. And then I really had a bad month is if I go over what was allotted for the month, for that month. So for groceries, we spent $188.99. I know I'm writing all crazy, y'all. Gas was $44.35. There was nothing for household. Spending was $63.28. Eating out was $20.38, and then nothing for baby girl. And I didn't even add all of this up, so let's do that. So for this week, y'all, we spent, let's see, we spent $317. So still kind of under what was budgeted, but because it was over in specific categories, that's why it doesn't look so great. So $1322.93 minus $317 equals $1,005.93. We're gonna roll that over to savings. And we did not put anything in here. Okay, and we'll roll this over. Down here, I budgeted $201, but I ended up paying $250. So a little bit more. And what I had realized, and I don't know why, because that was the whole goal, was I actually have an extra payment that I can make to that debt, but I'm not going to do that right now because I did go over in these categories, and maybe I could use that extra money to cover our variable expenses for the 5th week in June and not necessarily go over my entire budget. So we'll see. So we're going to minus 250 on that, and we are going to be at 755.93. And here we are, 755.93. So that is our week 4 check-in, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative for you guys today. Going forward, I'm going to be writing notes in here and just kind of what happened. Maybe I could put here for some of the stuff that I spent, I could write down what it was on so I could tell y'all what I actually spent. But that is it for week 4, and I'll see you guys in the next one.